1205, pound built by Keith. This is your new world system, UNIocracy.org. Host Mediate Peace Summit 2025 now. This is the most famous diagram in world history showing crime-free utopia, UNIocracy, and the associated database. The solutions are from Fortune1.org, KeithBrentDuncan.org. Here's the most fundamental, basic revolution. On exactly September 25th, 2025, number 1205, pound built by Keith. Anniversary of this exact same moment, 14 years ago, I'm asked by, there it is, Buddy Darden, retired congressman, Cobb County District Attorney, to go to Langley Air Force Base to deliver the world's last anti-all crime system to round up the world's worst criminals, terrorists at every level. It was solutionmilitary.com, solutionlawenforcement.com, and even Solution Red Dot. You get Red Dot, the ability to use technology to find anybody in the world. So 14 years later, Robert D. Rose succeeded. The one person had me kidnapped and almost killed, murdered multiple times. Then the Duncan clan got involved, and then Brian Walker. They robbed you $40 billion worth of assets, which is why I'm talking to all the churches. I'm talking to everyone. I even went to Governor Brian Kemp's office for probably the 5th time on Friday, September the 19th, 2025. Why is this so important to you? Because I have created a created the world's last open public society of one community, UNIocracy.org. At every level, involving you, get yourself out of debt, stop stealing, stop lying, stop conspiring, and definitely stop hiding. Turn yourself in today, because the new economic system includes dueprocesslaw.org. It includes solutionjudge.com, so everyone passes judgment on everybody else. We're going to another movie tonight. That's where we get most of our great solutions. No, we get them from God and Mother Earth. We're the only guardian angel. What's the correct, proper combination? Counselor, mentor, investor, inventor, philosopher, psychologist, particularly theologian. We're living the Bible. We're creating a new Testament1.org, which is Gods1World.org. You see, we all live in one world. See everything here? And everyone's also concerned about privacy because you're being brainwashed, blindwashed, to think that somebody's actually protecting your assets, your soul, and your life. But once you sell it off to Lucifer and the antitrust, the Antichrist. Hear the difference between antitrust and Antichrist? That wasn't a slip up. God asked me to tell you this. Call us back directly and host mediate. Find us. Come find us. And then anybody who you have a grievance about, go talk to them personally. Doesn't matter who they are or where they are or how valuable you think they are or how powerful they are. Take them down. Literally. Take them out for something besides lunch. Show that they are criminals. A criminal is a criminal is a criminal with no exception. Article 2, GodsConstitution.org, which is also equality, social justice of SolutionManifesto.com. I have to keep repeating that. Solution Manifesto, God's Constitution is the same document. Now everyone becomes their own subject matter expert and figures out that we live in one world. And it's your job to come into the light of the world to solve any problem. The U.S. government owes me more than $500 million. In fact, they've always owed me press conferences with all the world leaders, because apparently I'm the only person who's created PeaceSummit2020.com, which is PeaceSummit1.com. It's the ultimate solution of televised of all world leaders at all level. Sit down televised while we watch them with technology that I personally helped create in 1976, amateur radio, NCSU, Raleigh, North Carolina. You can look up my background on bidonkeith.com. In fact, you can look me up all over the internet. Our #1 channel, if it doesn't have been destroyed by Charles Rogers and Robert D. Rose and Barry Victor Reynolds, oh, that's DuncanClaim.org, which used to be whereisRobertrose.com back in 2008. Rose is the most desperate, still free roaming criminal, even though he faked his own death. You'll find that at DuncanClaim.org. And contact us and protect our lives, because 14 years later, we've had nobody that's given us a single dollar back of any of our assets that were worth trillions. The first T-trillionaire in world history happens to be myself, the ultimate white hat. You get it? The ultimate white hat, because I see the light, and I'm showing you how not to stop blocking the light. Bring the light into your world of Father God and Mother Earth. 6 minutes. Most powerful letter ever sent to the world is here. Number 1204, August the 31st, 2025, pound built by Keith. This is the answer for the whole world. Series of you decide everything about everyone else. UNIocracy.org with Evote.one. All the other systems include ecologymining.org of unlimited electricity and water. The whole system is UNIocracy.org, run by GodsConstitution.org with you. And here's the layout of the last Who Is list. Sense to do a screen recording to show UNIocracy.org as the only system of utopia of no more criminals worldwide. Oh, how, who, when? We've answered every question with a single solution of solutionmanifesto.com. We've already read it off. We've already shown how the current World War IV is the problem. And this is your issue, why you must protect Keith Brent Duncan's life today. Well, it's right there. Read it. We were always the top problem-solving experts of all expertise. We've offered to solve any problem in the world, and we already have, which is the basic for the original PeaceSummit2020.com and bidonkeith.com. Click in there, you'll see that we are the real person. Oh, there's no internet connection right now. So we're going to flip back over to Duncan Claim and show that this is a $500 million lawsuit. And there's the video that proves it. It's an entire peacemaking effort where you get rid of every criminal violator of God's Constitution. And here's the big one, proof of funds. I'm showcasing everything so anyone can find me. I'm not the one hiding. The criminals certainly are. $500 trillion, $50 trillion a year from just one website, two methods, solutionbankfraud.com. The biggest transfer of wealth in world history, which is why it's a double zero, is $450 trillion. My personal portfolio is more than 40 billion. There's your $500 million Duncan claim. I've got $4.2 million that will not be recovered because the insurance companies all claim the police won't leave the report open. No kidding. Gwinnett County, Cobb County police were actively involved in covering up criminal terrorist Robert D. Rose. And here's the original summary judgment, worth not only $1.5 million, it's worth $8 million for the IRS whistleblower. You have every responsibility, moral, spiritual, and economically, seize criminal assets. 1% goes to fortune1.org. I've got to correct that. I don't have any problems with being told, yes I do, that I'm a criminal, that I'm a drug addict, and that I don't deserve to live anymore. So we did due process law. We now all live in God's one world called UNIocracy.org. This is a portfolio of the most prolific series of patents in intellectual property, and we're repeating the same thing over and over again. I would have been earning $5 million in profits per month just on IC Stand and the other solutions. So we're going to close this out and show you and the rest of the world that the only way to solve problems is to talk to us and use 5steps.life. Ending the recording session. This is the last God's keys to the universe. Every single solution known to mankind to unify the world as only one community worldwide. It includes ecologymining.org and all the other solutions. Here's jetsoncraft.com, Keith Air Service, many others. Here's the original list again. Pause and see that this is the only system in world history that we control every decision. We pick and choose every leader as a subject matter expert. That's the entire system of UNIocracy.org. Here's the most formal request we've ever made. Call the governors and the press, particularly U.S. Governor, well, Trump particularly, but U.S. Governor Brian Kemp. We've been talking to them for years now. And the whole system is one banner. We pick the next project. We pick every leader. Here's a cross-reference of all the most fabulous solutions in world history. I'm also known as yodakeith.org. Again, it's Evote.one drives the entire new world, your system. Another cover page that describes it very briefly. Site of a $40 billion robbery in Norcross, Georgia, 6326 Brandywine Trail. And here's the cancel restraining order from August, well, it's actually July 11th, 2011. And here's the final work of everything of the single dove of peace.